then timer is not stopwatch, right? Because we want to count down and we want them to hear the ring.
Yeah, and then we can also give them like a little 1 minute warning. I don't know who this belongs to. Or this.
This one's Chris's. I told him he could stash it with this stuff.
Just okay. My alarm goes boing, boing, boing.
That'll be fun. You could change the what it sounds like if you want to change it.
I changed it to that to do another debate. I did one for our city council in where I live. Boing, boing, boing. It makes people laugh. So.
I should picture of the fun one.
So we're gonna do. So let's see. Do you want to do? You want to do the 30 seconds and I'll do the 1 minute? Or do you want to just do both of us do both of them?
Whichever you prefer. I'm
I
fine with
forget
either.
what we did last time.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Now I was like trying to find a good alarm.
The first one is 2 minutes.
Okay. I was gonna do the preset one. Okay.
And then the questions are a minute, and then the rebuttals are 30 seconds, and then the closing statement is...
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Are all your mics on?
My mic's on. Thank you.
Demi, you're good?
Yeah.
She's like, heck yeah, I am.
Nervous. Okay. So I got...
Yeah, why don't we, I like both doing them because I feel like we can easily miss one. Okay. And then,
That's good.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Campus Currents debate between the two candidates who are running for student body president for the 2024-2025 school year. Thank you for coming. I'm Jose Gonzalez, the editor-in-chief of the student newspaper. I'll be graduating next month and leaving ACC. The SGA holds elections every spring for the offices of president, executive vice president, and 6 other vice presidents. Only the presidential candidates will debate today, but you may vote for all officers between April 28 and May 4 by going to the NES. All voting will be online through the NES. To make today's debate fair to both of our presidential candidates, we have adopted the rule of debate used by news organization staff that host televised debates for candidates for U.S. presidents and state governors. The rules are as follows. Candidates were not given the questions ahead of time. Questions were devised by student journalists from Campus Current with input from other students. Each candidate will be given 2 minutes to make an opening statement that may include any information the candidate wishes to share. The winner of the coin toss, which we did earlier, will go first. Each candidate will be asked the same questions as the other candidates. The loser of the coin toss will answer the first question first, and then we will rotate the order for each question. Each candidate will have 1 minute to answer each question, and then we'll have 30 seconds to offer a rebuttal. Any candidate may choose not to answer any question, and you may choose not to use your additional 30 seconds for a rebuttal. Simply say, "I pass" when it's your turn to answer. The debate will last approximately 1 hour. At the end of the questions, each candidate will have 2 minutes to make a closing statement. 2 of us will be asking questions, including me. I will be joined by Lily Cooper, the associate editor of Campus Current's ACC student newspaper. Lily, would you please introduce the candidates?
Welcome, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce the 2 candidates running for SGA president in alphabetical order. Chris Chambers is a first-year engineering major. Chris currently serves as the vice president of public relations for the Student Government Association. Dami Oyewumi is a first-year nurses student. Dami is a social media chair for the African Student Association. Dami won the coin toss and will present for the first opening statement.
Dami, you have 2 minutes to make an opening statement.
Hello everyone, my name is Dami, and I'm running for the next SGA president. As a proud Nigerian that I am, I want to make this a fun school year for everyone. I I'm running for SGA president not only for the responsibility, but like also to make this fun and to be a listening ear to everyone. And I want to make every student feel seen. And yeah, I want to make SGA not only a government but also a community for everyone, and to make AACC a home for most of foreigners like me. Yeah.
Chris, it's your turn to present your opening statement. You have 2 minutes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chris Chambers. It's great to be here. I want to thank Campus Current for hosting this debate. It's very important that our students know what's going on in our campus, and the Campus Current does a great job making sure that that happens. I am a first-year engineering student here, and when I first arrived at AACC, I had the belief that I should just go to school and go home, like many other students here. But after a while of doing that, I had this feeling, this hunger that I needed to do something more. I felt that when I go somewhere or join an institution, that I should do my best to make sure that it's better than it was when I first arrived. So I decided to get involved. I joined SGA, I started planning events, I even did some performances at our Amaranth Coffee House just right over there. And ever since I started getting involved, the more and more I've enjoyed my time here at AACC. And this is such a wonderful college and institution, but there is room for improvement. I think that we should have as much student engagement as possible, more students like me getting involved. I mean, we don't have a Senate. We are low on SGA board members. I mean, we have 2 people running for president, 1 person running for public relations, so we need more. We need to fill those positions. We also need to update the nest and make sure that there's more awareness of the nest, because there's so many students that don't even know that the nest exists. And also, lastly, we need to support our clubs. Our clubs are integral to the student experience here, and so many clubs are just getting back on their feet after the pandemic, and it will be my responsibility as president to help support those clubs and student organizations. So, once again, thank you. I look forward to answering your questions, and I look forward to engaging in discussion with Ms. Oyewumi here. Thank you.
Now the candidates will answer debate questions. Chris, you will go first with the first question. You have 1 minute. What experiences have prepared you for the role of SGA president?
I've had quite a few experiences. I'm going to go as early and then I'm going to get back to now. I started with the Black Student Union of my high school. I was the treasurer there. And it was a difficult job because I ended up doing more jobs than just treasurer. I served as every position that you could think of, and I worked hard to make sure that the members of the Black Student Union were having a great time, and it was a very successful year there. I also have been a member of something called the Youth Government Academy, where I got to meet so many county leaders all across Anne Arundel County. That's actually how I ended up getting this pin here. And they chose me to give a speech at the end of the academy because I had demonstrated great leadership throughout the entire internship. And lastly, I spent time here as the SGA Vice President of Campus Activities. And I've worked hard here, and it's been a great time, and I believe I've demonstrated my leadership well in planning events. I will continue to do so as your president. Thank you.
Dami, same question. You have 1 minute.
So I grew up in Nigeria, and literally all my life was in Nigeria, and I'm a content creator, so I was the social media chair in my school, and when I came here too, I had to join the African Society because I'm African. So I am the social media chair too, and in my high school, I was also the youth commandant, like, yeah, basically. Yeah, that's it.
Chris, you have 30 additional seconds for a rebuttal if you would like to make one.
Yeah, sure. Ms. Yomi said that she has experience on social media. I did want to add that I too have a little experience on social media. We didn't have a public relations vice president while I was on the board, so I took up some of the responsibility there, and I made a post or two, and I worked on our Instagram. I'm not the greatest at social media, and I'm so glad that position is going to get filled, but I do have experience there as well.
Damon, you have 30 seconds for a rebuttal if you would like to make one.
Yeah. Apart from like social media, I was also the social prefect in my high school in Nigeria, whereby I handled all the events. I, planned it out and everything. Yeah, that's all.
Awesome. Next question. Dammy, please describe your leadership style. Dammy, it's your turn to go first. You have 1 minute.
So my leadership style is just me being friendly, fun, and social, because being a leader to me isn't all about responsibility. Sometimes you need fun, just to be social, and I'm quite funny, so yeah. And I'm the listening ear to everyone is going to be like so free with me, and yeah.
Chris, same question.
I'm really a hands-on guy. I like doing the work, and the work is fun. It's what gives me energy. It's what keeps me going from day to day. So just doing the work and setting an example of what someone should do when they're part of the SGA is really big on my leadership style. Another thing I like to do is encourage creativity. I love telling anybody that works with me, works for me, that if there's any idea, it doesn't matter how crazy it is, let me know, and maybe we can work on it and create something really awesome.
Dammy, you have an additional 30 seconds if you would like it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Chris, you may have an additional 30 seconds.
How fast?
Next question. Could you give us an example of a time when you were in a leadership role when you asked someone for help? Chris, it's your turn to go first. You have 1 minute.
Leaders ask for help all the time. Every single leadership role I've been in, I've asked for help. When I was part of the Black Student Union, we were planning a Halloween horror house, kind of a haunted house in our school. And it went really well, but I needed the help of so many people to get it done. I asked the entire Black Student Union, I asked our student government at the school there, and I asked even some of the parents at home, parents of the kids of the Black Student Union, and it came together really well. We even made money off of it, which wasn't expected to happen, but we ended up with a profit. So I guess that helped with my role being treasurer and all. And that's an example of when I ask for help. I ask for help now as VP of Campus Activities. Anytime I can't understand anything, I always go to Leah Brisbane, who's been a great resource and will continue to be a great resource. So I'm not afraid to ask for help. I will always ask for help when I need to, and that's what I've been doing.
Dammy, same question.
Yeah, just like Chris said, I feel all leaders actually ask for help. Right now that I'm the social media chair, that sometimes I do not understand stuff because my accent isn't like everyone else's, and sometimes I don't understand English and stuff. So I have to ask, maybe post on social media and try to relate to everyone, or also ask the team members to help. Yeah, that's it.
Chris, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like it.
I'll pass.
Dammy, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like.
I'll pass.
Next question. What do you think your biggest challenge will be if you win the position of SGA president? And how will you overcome that challenge? Dammy, it's your turn to go first. You have 1 minute.
I think my biggest challenge is actually going to be the way I talk. I feel that's going to, because anywhere I am, people always tell me to can you repeat yourself? And I'm like, I speak the same English, but I think that's going to be one of my biggest challenges. Yeah, just communication, and also I feel it's going to be stressful too, school and reading and stuff, but I know I can do it.
Chris, same question.
I believe the biggest challenge would be filling the SGA board in the Senate. We haven't had a full Senate in a little over a year. We haven't had a full board in a little longer than that. So to overcome this challenge, I think will be about spreading awareness. I know that many students here would like to get involved and would like to lead, but they don't have the opportunity to do it. They're not aware of the opportunities that are there. So making sure that we spread more awareness about the nest, updating the nest, hanging up just a million posters if you can, holding events to bring awareness. We recently had tabling and campus canvassing events just to tell people about what's going on and what they can get involved in. So doing that and filling up the board and filling up the Senate so that we can do more events in the future that are bigger and better is a big goal of mine, and that's the number one thing I want to accomplish off the bat.
Tammy, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like it.
Yeah, okay. To talk about what Chris said, I think I would love like more foreigners to like engage in like things, because foreigners like me are always like, oh, they're acting too, they don't want to like do stuff, they're like shy and stuff like that. So I'll try my best, I'll do my best to make sure like they all like, yeah.
Chris, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like it.
I mean, if I'm going to put it simply, you just won't be able to escape me. I will be everywhere and anywhere at all times. Everyone will know me because I'll always be like, hey, do you want to join the SGA? Do you want to do this, that, and third? And I feel like those personal connections, because I talked about the nest and online, but I feel like meeting people in person is the best way to get people to engage. So that's another way that I would go about doing it, is those one-on-one conversations.
Next question. What would your main goal be during your term as president, and how would you go about accomplishing that? Chris, it's your turn to go first. You have 1 minute.
Well, of course, the main goal would be filling out the SGA and building up the SGA. But to talk to the side of that, I was like, why I want to build it up is because the events that we do here, in my time on the board right now, we've done some great events. We just finished with the Earth Day event, which was fantastic. But I know that if we had more people, we would be able to do more. And the more we can do, the better experience the students will have here at AACC. And that's just the number one goal, is that when you graduate, you want to be really proud that you were a Riverhawk. And that's the number one goal.
Danny, same question.
Yeah, okay. My goal is to make a change and be a voice. Like, I just want to like make everyone know that someone is here that is not going to judge them. Like, I mean, we're all humans, and I just want to make the whole, not only student government, but like the whole clubs come together. Like this, like everywhere is so empty. Like, but like everyone is in school right now, so like just to promote like clubs, social media, the nest, everything. Yeah, that's my goal.
Chris, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like.
Yeah, Ms. Owemi talked about how, talked about making sure that there's a voice and that students know that they're heard. A big issue right now is that in our SGA board, no one's running for Vice President of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Accessibility. And I would want to work with the ideal office personally until we can get that spot filled, because it's really important to me that those voices are being heard. I mean, I try my best to be inclusive, but I only have one perspective, and I'm only one person.
Tammy, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like.
Yeah, as I said, to be a voice, there are a lot of foreigners. Like, I know a lot of people in the school that really want to be like, oh, maybe the vice president or something, but like, they just have the problem that I have too. Like, I didn't even want to do this, but most of my friends were like, just go for it. So like, yeah, so when I'm the president, I'm going to walk up to them and tell them, you can do it. Not only the foreigners too, everyone can do it.
Inclusiveness seems to be a goal of every candidate who runs for a campus position. How would you use your presidency to include students of all races, religions, cultures, abilities, genders, and sexual orientations in activities and discussions on campus? Danny, it's your turn to go first. You have 1 minute.
Okay. So basically, I feel, I don't know, I'm just going to like be friends with everyone. Like I said, I'm not here to judge, just to go up to everyone and tell them that, oh, SGA is this, SGA is that, just to make sure everyone feels seen, heard, and make AACC a home for everyone.
Chris, same question.
Yeah, communication is key. Being able to talk with all the clubs that represent all types of people, like I said, working with Ideal, as long as we continue to communicate openly and freely and make sure that everyone's voice is heard, I believe that we'll be able to make sure that we have diverse opinions and diverse events and everything that we need to include everybody.
Dammy, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like that.
I'll pass.
Chris, you may have an additional 30 seconds.
I'll pass.
Next question. Only 3 candidates, including the 2 of you, signed up to run for open SGA offices during this election. How will you recruit qualified candidates to fill the 5 open vice president seats and all of the SGA Senate seats? Chris, it's your turn to go first. You have 1 minute.
That's what I care about the most. It's a great question. It all starts with talking first. I'm talking to club leaders to see if any of them are interested. Then I'm talking to club members to see if any of them are interested. We're going to hold events specifically targeted to making sure that people know that they can join the SGA at any point. We are also going to be putting out flyers and posters, sending out emails, and getting the word out to as many people as possible. And like I said earlier, those one-on-one conversations with one-on-one connections and showing how great it is to be part of SGA, I think will really benefit us all and get as many people part of SGA as possible so that we can do great things.
Dammy, same question.
Yeah, as Chris said, it's communication. I could talk to my classmates, talk to people in the Chick-fil-A building eating right now. I could just go around and talk to everyone that, oh, you can join SGA, you can, yeah. And also in the club I'm a part of, I could also ask people to join SGA.
Chris, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like.
I'll pass.
Dammy, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like.
Next question. Earlier this year, the former SGA president and most of the officers either resigned or were disqualified, and they left their offices halfway through the school year. Some of them were unable to keep up with the pace of the SGA activities, and some were unable to keep their grades up. What is your plan for making sure you don't burn out or fail out of school or otherwise have to resign from your job as president before your term is finished? Dammy, it's your turn to go first. You have 1 minute.
About the grades, I mean, I'm pretty smart, so I know that I'm going to do well. Just to keep doing what I'm doing, reading, making sure I set my classes the right time, not the right time at the wrong time, but yeah, I'm just going to set my classes right and do everything I'm meant to do at the right time. Basically. Yeah.
Chris, same question.
I consider myself a very organized individual. I have a calendar of what I want to do, exactly when I want to do it. I mean, I'm supposed to be doing homework at 5:30 p.m. tonight. I'm supposed to be working on my English assignments. It's all about staying organized and knowing when you want to do it and why you want to do it, where. Another thing is that I live for this. I love working. It's one of the reasons I started getting involved with SGAs because all I had was classes. I would go to class, I would go home, and I would just do schoolwork. But when I don't have something to do, I get fidgety. I need something to do. So the workaholic in me says that just keep it pushing and stay organized, and I'll keep doing what I'm doing. I have good grades right now. GPA could be a little bit higher, but that's from a mistake in high school. So overall, I think I do a pretty great job of organizing my time to make sure I don't get burnt out and drop out halfway through the year.
Dammy, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like it. Chris, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like it.
I'll pass.
Next question. How do you plan to communicate with students about SGA events, meetings, and important business? Chris, it's your turn to go first. You have 1 minute.
So one big thing, social media. We're going to have a new VP of Public Relations. It's going to be great to work with her and make sure that our social media is up and buzzing as much as possible. Another thing is flyers. We'll be putting up flyers all the time. We'll never have a day where an SGA flyer isn't somewhere up for some event coming up. We also, I'm trying to send out emails and get other clubs involved. If you really want to have a big event, working with another club is a great way to do it because other clubs have connections to the students to make sure that people come. And also scheduling the right times for events. I mean, if you want an event that's going to be big, you're probably going to want to schedule it during a weekday where a lot of students will already be on campus. So it's all about scheduling the right times, consistently posting on social media, putting up flyers, sending out emails, and working with others.
Dammy, same question.
Yeah, I'll personally take my time to remove the old posters that expired and put up new posters, and yeah, also like communicate with other clubs. Apart from other clubs, we could also like do events with other schools, because like right now that I'm the social media chair of ASA, I also plan other events that's happening next week with PGCC and Howard Community College. So it isn't about like other clubs too, but other schools for us to come together and, you know, just unite and yeah.
Chris, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like.
I would also work with other schools, but other than schools, businesses and people in the Anne Arundel community as a whole, it would be really great to meet with them and get events that don't just happen at the college, but events that happen all over the county, I think would be really beneficial for everyone here. Another thing is that I've been in the process of taking down old posters today. I haven't gotten through them all because there's a lot to do, and I had a debate coming up. So, that's all.
Dammy, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like it.
Next question. How do you plan to foster a good relationship with college leaders? Dammy, it's your turn to go first. You have 1 minute.
Everything I've been saying today is all about communication and being a listening ear. I just will talk to them as much as I can, send emails, you know, just be a listening ear, and yeah, that's it.
Chris, same question.
And of course, it's all about communication. It is understood that a lot of clubs rely on the SGA to help them out, and we would be there. And by being there and supporting other clubs, I would create good connections with leaders. I've already been meeting with student leaders this year. I mean, a lot of them are graduating, unfortunately. But I'll be with the other student leaders. I mean, we're having a May Momentum event on May 8th, where a big theme of it is that transition to other student leaders. So that's going to be a great opportunity to meet with the people that are going to be leading clubs next year. So I think it's just communication, speaking with people, knowing that they can rely on us and then we can rely on them, and everything will be okay.
Dammy, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like it. Chris, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like it.
I'll pass.
This is the final question before your closing statements. What is one thing you would like campus administrators to change for the benefit of students? Chris, it's your turn to go first. You have 1 minute.
One thing I want campus administrators to change is, well, I mean, we'd all like lower tuition, but I mean, come on, is probably more food on the West Campus. You have to go through administration for that. It's a long process and it's a difficult process. And along with improving the food here at AACC in our cafeteria would also be really great, and you know, more variety and maybe a little bit better pizza and all that. I know we're right here, but that's some things I would love to see administrators working on. I would love to work with administration. People in power really love me. I mean, I've met a lot of people in power. They think I'm amazing, and that's all.
Debbie, same question.
Yes, like he said, just to improve the food at AACC, also the events that we have, and the nest, I don't think people know about the nest, right? Also, yeah, that's it.
Chris, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like it.
Yeah, I want to say she's so right about the nest. We need to update the nest, change the nest in any way possible to get as many people knowledgeable about the nest. It's really, really important if you want to get involved here. There's so many great events. Like there's whitewater rafting coming up soon, and I don't know too many people that know about that. And more people should be signing up, and it's on the nest if you want to see it. So we should update the nest for sure. I agree.
Debbie, you may have an additional 30 seconds if you would like.
Yeah, also events in schools, like the clubs Like the club I'm a part of, there are a lot of people in the club, right? But when we have the meeting, not much people come. But when it's like time for something like the food or something like that, everyone is there. So it's just to like improve the meetings, the club, like all the clubs in general.
We've reached the end of our questions. Now each of you has 2 minutes to make a closing statement. Demi, you are second for opening statements, so you will go first for closing statements. You have 2 minutes to make a closing statement.
Okay, so as you all know, I said I'm Nigerian, and this role isn't about responsibility only, but also energy, power, and fun, and to make ACC a home for everyone, not only foreigners. So I just want to make SGA not only a student government, but also a community for everyone. Yeah.
Chris, it's your turn to present your closing statement. You have 2 minutes.
It's a lot of hard work to improve AACC, and in my time on our executive board, I've shown that I'm willing to do the hard work. Our executive board had very little time, very little training, and no Senate to get things done, and still, we put together great event after great event this semester. So just imagine what a full SGA would be able to accomplish. With time and training, I know that if we work hard and we work together, we can bring the SGA to its fullest potential. And when we reach that, the experience that students here at AACC will be something truly special. And I need the students to be part of this, because as much as the students need me, I need the students even more. I can't do it alone, and I hope that everyone gets involved in their community as much as possible. Once again, I'd like to thank the Campus Current, and I'd like to thank Ms. Oyewumi for being here, and this has been a lot of great fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our 2 candidates, Chris Chambers and Danny Oyewumi. Can we have a round of applause? Speaker, Jolie So, who is running for SGA Vice President of Public Relations, is running unproposed, but she will be on the ballot on the next when you log on to vote. Jolie, please come to the stage to introduce yourself and your platform. You have 2 minutes.
Good afternoon. My name is Jolie So.
Hold down. There you go.
Good afternoon. My name is Jolie So, and I'm currently a freshman at ACC. I decided to announce that I will be running for the Vice President of Public Relations for SGA. I'm very passionate in innovative communication, creative campus design, creative campus design, and student engagement. I hope that I am committed to making your voices be heard and to ensure that your time at ACC is good. I'm also wanting to ensure that the SGA is continuously organized and transparent with their goals. Together, we will make a better and more connected community. Thank you.
This concludes our SGA Presidential Debate. Your next step is to vote for the candidate of your choice by going to the nest between April 28th and May 4th. You will find the nest and information about voting online at nest.aacc.edu. Only students may vote.
Thank you for coming today. This concludes our program.